Hello everyone. Hope you are having a good day. Everything looks to be set up here. Try to get this thing right. Hold on. Get the chair right. Always got to set up. You can't set up till you're on camera because you can't see where you're going to be anyway. So there we go. Let's fix that. So we'll see if anyone is around. It is, I think it's a little after. Ooh, that's cool. Let's do that. That's as low as this chair goes. Okay. Hello, people signing on. There we go. Almost. I hate this camera. Okay. There we go. We'll see if that works for a little while. How you doing, everyone? It is 4:36 p.m. Eastern Time. Rando live stream as always. And yeah, we're hanging out. See what's up. Figured we'd come on, you know. Nothing else to do. I have like 45 minutes to an hour to kill. So, rock and roll. Today we're bringing a new drink to the live stream. If you haven't had one of these, they're very delicious. V8 Energy. Abel, what's going on, bud? San Antonio Tundra crew in the house. Hello. Let's see if I can pop this thing open. This thing is delicious. Just woke up. Haven't had any caffeine, so the first half of this may be slow. We're gonna figure it out though. Here we go. Ramesh, what's going on? Hey, I just watched the sad story of that F-150 guy wanting to switch to Tundra. Yeah, I mean, if we could segue right into that right away. You know, I feel bad that, and this happens to a lot of people, the old buyer's remorse. You want something, you go to get it, you can't hit the financing or you can't get the one you want, so you kind of settle onto something else, and you're happy at the moment, but then after, you know, a couple months, couple weeks, sometimes a couple days, you're not really happy with it. But then you're in a brand new loan, and it's very hard to get out of it real quick. If you haven't seen the video yesterday, go check it out. But my suggestion to him, Million Miler, is to just stay in the truck for now and just, you know, ride it out for a few more years, at least till he hits, you know, even equity. Because he's going to have a lot of negative equity. We all know when you buy a vehicle, the value drops real quick and then you build it back up over time. The used car market is very good right now. There's a lot of dealers out there looking to make deals. So if you wanted to go to a local dealership and just see what can, you know, get done for him. But no matter what, these dealerships are not miracle workers, and there's going to be a lot of upside down on that deal. I can tell you right off the bat. Some of the things he was saying about the 2.7 liter EcoBoost, I agreed and disagreed with. A lot of people don't want to go, you know, twin turbo V6. That's kind of just the way it is. Our minds are always, if you want a truck, you get a V8, but that's the way everything is moving. But the 2.7 liter EcoBoost is one of, if not the most popular F-150 engines. So it's been around a while now. Of course, turbos, we don't think reliability with turbos, but, you know, they've been around a bit, so they're not awful. A lot of those on the road. And one of the things the dealers do, and this is probably not every dealer, I just know a few dealers from friends that work for them and stuff like that, is kind of one of the things he said. He wanted the 5 liter Coyote V8, and they ended up talking him into the 2.7 liter EcoBoost. That is kind of one of those things where let's sell him what's on the lot, what we have a lot of. One of the dealerships around me, if you go to look at the F-150, there's like one 3.5 liter EcoBoost, maybe a Coyote V8, and like 30 2.7 liter EcoBoosts. So that is the one that they're selling in volume, and they have in volume. So that's probably what happened there. Sorry, let me get caught up on everybody here. Okay, here we go. Eric, what's up? Any new news on your mind? Nothing yet, man. Just coming on to say what's up, see what you guys got going on. This is usually how a good live stream starts. Nothing on the brain. But I did want to hear what you guys thought about yesterday's video. I thought that was a beer at first. No, no beer. It's a work night. Just a little wake up. My man J5, how you been, bud? How's the road treating you? Just woke up, been up since 4:30. Yeah, you know. I mean, I wake up at midnight, do work, come home, try to get a nap. Let's see. Lindbergh, what's going on, buddy? Oceanside, San Diego. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Does the two-wheel drive Tundra come standard with rear limited slip differential like the Tacoma pre-runner? You might want to ask that. I'm pretty sure it does come with the LSD, but just inquire about that. In the Northeast, there is 0 two-wheel drive Tundras. We don't have any of that up here. Everything is four-wheel drive because of, you know, the snow and all that. Bob, what's going on, buddy? Been there, haven't bought a vehicle and had buyer's remorse. Kept for 4 years in my garage, and what I traded for my 2020 Tundra. Last vehicle only had 1,200 miles. There you go. So you kept the mileage down. You were probably able to get out of it a little bit earlier than usual because the mileage was so low. And when you find a spot in the market when they're really looking for used vehicles, like right now, because of the COVID situation, you know, that's what happens. You might be able to score yourself a good deal. A lot of these dealers want, you know, a used inventory right now because there are no new vehicles coming in. They're coming in, but they're coming in slowly. So it looks like my local dealership finally got a couple 2021 Tundras, so we're going to try to do a video this Sunday when the dealership is closed. Excuse me, Travis, what's up, buddy? Getting KO2s put on right now, 275/60/20 on a 2018 Sport. Travis from Wisconsin, 42,000 on the old KO2. Nice. I loved my KO2s. If I was to do a tire again, it would probably be something different just for the sake of the channel. I like the Wild Peaks a lot. Everyone talks about those. I like the Toyo Open Country AT3s. But the KO2, you can't go wrong. Patrick, what's going on as far as a V8 GMC Chevy Ram? So almost V8. So except Ford, everybody seems to still sell V8s. Yes. And the problem is this. There's a lot of legislation coming down the pike that is making it harder on these automotive manufacturers. Look at the diesel market when it comes to these heavy-duty pickups. A lot of the regulation on diesels right now make it crazy for some of these automotive manufacturers to put out diesels like they used to, or have people buy diesels like they used to. There's still a huge market for diesel, but a lot of the guys who are looking for them are looking pre-2005 diesel before all these emissions rules. So it's just one of those things where, you know, EPA and environmentalists and stuff want to move on to the next level and away from, you know, the emissions and all that. It's a matter of time. I think Toyota's just kind of jumping the gun and moving that direction. Now, if you look at Toyota across the board, other than the Tundra, they've kind of been moving this direction for a long time. You know, they got that, it's not on the road yet, but they're starting to build a fleet of 18-wheelers that is zero emissions. They got that Mirai car. They got full electric cars coming. They got the Priuses were doing hybrids 10 years ago. So they're moving that direction. They're getting behind their product, and they're getting ahead of the curve. So we shall see. Do we want a V8 in the Tundra? Sure. But if they can provide the numbers and the reliability in a hybrid and a twin-turbo V6, why not give it a shot? You know what I mean? There's going to come a day down the road where we'll be like, hey, remember those V8s back in the day? Unfortunately, in our lifetime, we will see that. Dirt Rider, what's going on? Falcon Wild Peaks all the way, Travis. There you go. As I said, Falcon Wild Peaks. People love those. Chad, what's going on? What's up? I'm a big fan. Welcome aboard, sir. You got me interested in the green 1794 edition. I found one, and I bought it. Thanks for all your content. Okay, first off, congratulations. Secondly, absolutely love the 1794. Third, Army Green all day. I don't care what people say about the color combo. I think it looks good together. You enjoy that thing. Pictures in my mailbox as soon as possible. TundraDude34@gmail.com. Really looking forward to seeing it. iMountain, what's going on? Just sitting in Langley Toyota town in beautiful Langley, BC, Canada, waiting for my 07 Tundra Limited oil change to be done. I got your live stream notification. How's it going, Tundra Dude? What's up, buddy? Well, I'm glad you're in a Toyota dealership. Hopefully it's a quick service for you. I guess it's a good place to be on a live stream with a Tundra guy like me. So that's cool. So welcome aboard. Thanks for being here. Hope your Wi-Fi is good. Johnny5 says, been pretty dang busy on the road. Was in Canada on Tuesday. Yeah, I see from your Facebook and stuff that you're pretty much everywhere right now, but you're living the dream, so that's good stuff. Thought you're in Houston. Maine? No, not in Houston. New Jersey. New Jersey. Abel says, I keep trying to get my office mate into a Tundra, and he keeps buying a Ford. I mean, teach their own. Teach their own. Carlos agrees with you and says, same. Steve, what's going on? Do you think, by the way, while we're here, where are you coming from in the world today? Where are you in these great United States or anywhere else in the world? Let me know. Steve says, do you think it would be worth the money to install a TRD exhaust and leather interior on a 15 TRD off-road with 106,000 miles? Had the truck for almost 2 years and have buyer's remorse. Well, that's going to come down to you, my friend, to you. You know, I can't make the decision for you. If you're looking at new Tundras or looking at new vehicles, and you have that kind of do-re-mi and a good financial situation, couldn't hurt to go talk to some of the dealers. I mean, we're getting to the end of the year when deals will be made. And you can go see what they'll give you on something new. Or you can spend that money. Doing leather interior these days isn't too expensive. The TRD dual exhaust is roughly $1,100. TundraDude34 promo code saves you 5% at Sparks Parts on that, just saying. But you can kind of judge, do I want to put this amount of money into my current truck, or should I get something new? I think you already know the answer to it, though, if you're having buyer's remorse. But just don't do anything crazy. That's what I always try to tell people. Listen, the truck's going to be there, okay? You don't have to make a decision today, tomorrow, or next month. Pay down what you have to put yourself in a good financial position. Most of us, me included, have done one of those buyer's remorse things where we go out and we buy something way sooner than we should. You put yourself into a higher payment, and then you're stuck there for a little while, and you got to ride that out. So it's just, listen, the thing gets you to and from point A to point B. That's what a vehicle is. Most of us on this channel, including me, look at vehicles more than just a thing to get us from point A to point B. We want what we want, but take your time, do it right, and don't make any crazy decisions up front. And if you have a wife, make sure you bring the wife into it, because you don't want to get her mad. We know how that goes. Carlos says, Abel, but instead he wants a Honda. Okay. I just counted 5 2021 Tundras on the lot here in Langley, BC, Canada. Okay, so they're starting to make their way into my area as well, so that's cool. Like I said, Sunday I'm going to head over to my local dealership, see if I could film. There's 2, it looks like there's 2 2021s, and there's also a 2020 TRD Sport sitting there still. So we will see. One looks pretty cool. I didn't go up to it. I'm waiting to do it with you guys on Sunday, but I'm pretty excited about what I've seen from the road, from a distance. Sean, what's going on? How's it going this Friday? Just got all the recalls done this week. New fuel pump, new airbag, and turn signal wire swap. They also did some wire reseal for the front sensor. All right, got it all done. It's all taken care of. Big deal. Big stuff there. Good. How long did that service take? Was that an overnighter? Or did you drop it off in the morning and get it a few hours later? Let me know that one. And Friday, typical Friday, I'm in the middle of a 7-day work stretch, so this might as well just be a Tuesday. DH, what's up, man? Raleigh, North Carolina, it is going well. Do you feel just a little upset over the V8 going away, or are you excited about the V6 turbo? I'm excited about the hybrid, okay? Definitely sad to see the V8 go away. I love the 5.7 V8. It's been around a long time. I've had quite a few of them. Love it, love it, love it. But, you know, I'm also to the point where I've been loving these Tundras so long that I'm excited for something brand new. I'm excited for the next generation, see what they come out with. Really looking forward to it. But that hybrid, can't wait to see what that's all about. Johnny 5 said, well, what about you, Eric? Same question, bud. Are you upset over the V8 going? All of you. Are you upset over the V8 going away, or are you excited for what's to come? Johnny 5 says, drove through Tim's neck of the woods this morning. Still in Nebraska right now. All right, cool. Very cool. How's the weather? It's terribly raining here. Terrible rain here. Victor, how's it going from SoCal? What's going on, Victor? Must be beautiful in SoCal, because it always is, right? Bob says, 2020 Mag Gray Tundra Platinum near Dayton, Ohio. Rock and roll. Michael says, one of your followers commented on your video last night saying that Toyota tested the assembly line of their 2022 models, and apparently they made a hybrid V8. Just wondering if you heard this. I did see that this morning. From my rumor mill, good rumor mill, V6 hybrid, not V8. If it turned out to be a V8 hybrid, I'm pumped. But V6 hybrid. Hope I'm wrong, V6 hybrid. Like I said, everything is a rumor until it all comes out. There's so much different rumors that come out. You kind of got to vet the system and go with the trusted sources. And trusted sources are saying V6 twin turbo and a hybrid version of that V6. But we shall see. That's one of those things I'd love to be wrong, but I don't think so. Dropped it off the night before and it was ready by lunchtime. All right, cool. DH said 2021 Tundra, 28 2021 Tundras on one of the lots here at the local Toyota dealer. Ooh, that's a lot. Interested in the 2022 hybrid myself, not sure about turbos. We shall see. Never been a V8 fan. I prefer a V6 hybrid with no turbo. Okay. Send a shout out for me to the Prez of the SoCal Tundra Outlaws. Give them a look. They're a great club too. So that's from one club president, San Antonio Tundra crew, Abel, to another club president for the SoCal Tundra Outlaws. So there you go. The shout out has been done, folks. I agree, says Michael. It was rainy and windy in Delta, BC. In Washington, extremely windy in Oregon. Crazy wind in Wyoming, and very cold. Nebraska is chilly, but not too bad. Susan is her name over there in the SoCal Tundra Outlaws. Hello, Susan from Able, and hello from me too. George, what's going on? It has been a long time. Good to see you. How are you? Eric is, yes, he's very upset that they're not going with the V8 anymore. Other manufacturers give us the option. Full send. And we always go into the business side of things. I like to talk about the business side of things with you guys instead of just the consumer side of things. What Toyota, you got to remember this. Let's break it down here for a moment. So the Toyota, the brand, Toyota, the company, Toyota, the worldwide automotive conglomerate, they care about certain things here and there. They're out of Japan. We know all this. A small piece of their puzzle is the Toyota Tundra, okay? So they put a certain amount of money into the Toyota Tundra, and they got to kind of run that direction with the money they have, and they got to kind of put the money where it needs to go to push the vehicle forward. Yes, we want a V8, but as far as the business aspect of it goes, they sell 115 to 120,000 Tundras a year on a platform that has been around for a very long time. That's not bad. That's the thing you got to look at is, yeah, they don't sell 900,000 F-Series trucks like Ford, but this platform has been around such a long time, and they're still selling over 100,000 units a year. Okay, so that's big. So Toyota, instead of doing that like Chevy does or Ford does or Ram does, where there's a lot of little options here and there, Toyota's going full send into the future, and with the money they have, they're putting their money, investing it into tomorrow with those small displacement forced induction engines, and they're standing behind their product. And I give them credit for that because, once again, Ford, their bread and butter is that F-150. The Chevy Silverado, a huge, huge part of Chevy. Huge. The Ram with the Dodge and FCA brand, again, huge part of that. But for Toyota, there's so many vehicles, and the mindset of Toyota is that point A to point B, low emissions, efficiency. The fact that we even have a half-ton Toyota, we should be very happy with that. So they got to take the money they're given to do stuff with the Tundra and put it where they want. Do we want a V8? Absolutely, because V8 is in our mind. Truck, V8. Truck, V8. We say it all the time. But if Toyota and the boys and the girls, the engineers, Mike Swears, and the team, if they could give you something that could get you the same performance as a V8, but is more efficient, better fuel mileage, better payload, better tow, what's wrong with that? And that's my thing. So they took their money they were given and they put it where they thought they needed to put it to spring that Tundra to the next level and to move it on down the road, having a very small share of a big Toyota puzzle. So you got to think of it on the business side too. Consumer-wise, I think we need to just wait and see what comes out with the Tundra before we judge. We got to see those numbers on the screen, not rumor mill stuff, but actually see here's what's coming. We know they're going after the MPG. They're going to give you something good with the MPG. The payload and the tow capacity is the next thing that's coming. It's going to be a lighter body, probably a sleeker body. They know what needs to be done, so I just can't wait to see what comes out. And that is my my rant for now. Let's take another sip. V8 Energy. Check it out. Very good. Let me go back and catch everyone here. DH says 37 2021 Tundras at the other local dealership. That's insane. Only way I'm trading in is for a hybrid V6, no turbos. Okay, we shall see. Johnny 5 says, did you hear anything about Toyota submitting a patent for a diesel, supposedly for the Tundra? Listen, we would love that to happen. It's not going to happen. There's not going to be a diesel. Like I said, they're going the completely opposite direction with the Tundra. Diesels are just too hard for these companies. Diesels are just too hard for these companies to put money into nowadays. With all the emissions laws and all the stuff coming down on just trying to clean up the automotive environment for getting these cars down the road with very low emissions. So I don't see it happening. Would it be cool? Sure. I think they're going to give you something that's coming up that might make these diesel guys happy as well. It's a big wait and see. It's a big stay tuned. But the V8 will still be available in other countries, not the U.S. Like I said, they're coming down the pike pretty hard on, as far as EPA laws and stuff like that. And I think Toyota's just jumping ahead. Eventually, we will see everyone else get rid of their V8s too. Why hasn't anyone, or excuse me, why hasn't everyone hit the like button? It's easy and free. Dan, what's going on, buddy? How you been? Haven't seen you in a while. You know what I love about Dan? Every single thing I put up on any of my social media is Dan, first like, first retweet. That's my man. I appreciate it, Dan. Captain says, traded my 2019 Tundra in for a Ram TRX. Listen, a lot of people love that Ram TRX. A lot of power coming out of that thing. And make sure when you do it, you let me know what you think. Because it looks sweet. No replacement for displacement. That seems to be the way people think. So this is going to be a hard sell on a lot of the fans out there. But I really look forward to seeing what comes out on that stage in a few months. We're not that far away. Dan says, I'm with Johnny. If they want to change to a V6, give me a 5.7 liter V6, LOL. Yeah, I mean, listen, personally me, and I said this for a while. If you've been around, you know this. The way I would have done the next gen, I got two ways I would have done it. I would have given you these new engines, but I also would have kept a V8 as an option in the beginning, maybe the first couple of years to kind of swing everybody into it. But if you're telling me you're going to give me engine options that are better than a V8, why waste the time and the money on the V8? So we shall see. We shall see. I really look forward to it. I can't wait till we have these live streams when it actually comes out and we can talk about what's there, you know? Got a new job, so I'll be able to be around a lot more. Dan, good to know, buddy. You've been around for years. Why not a few more, right? Malcolm, what's going on, buddy? How you doing? How is the beautiful country of New Zealand today? Is it warm? Is it cold? Sunny? Rainy? Let me know. It's probably morning for you now, right? Eric says, Johnny 5, thumbs up. DH says, Mark, with the great care you take of your vehicles, wouldn't you be better off selling your V8 Pro straight out when purchase your V6 instead of trading it in? I don't know what I'm doing with it. There's literally, and here's some behind the scenes stuff for you right now. Ever since I bought that green Tundra outside, I'm going to tell you the two things the plan is right now. There's pretty much, I would say, just over 100 and rough number here, 130 or so people that have contacted me about buying that from me directly once the next gen comes in. There's that. And I'm also still in the mindset of keeping the 2020 TRD Pro even when the next gen comes out if I can afford it. So I'm just going to have to figure it out because there's so many people trying to get the truck. If I do get rid of it, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. It depends where I trade the vehicle in. If I trade the vehicle in, there's a lot of questions with that. I have no idea what I'm doing with it. But the thing's in obviously brand new condition. It's low mileage. I always drive Michelle's car when I can to keep the mileage low because I know I'm only going to have this thing for maybe 9 more months. So, excuse me. Johnny 5 says Magnuson, the supercharger company, just released a 3.1 liter capable of 2,000 horsepower with proper internal upgrades. That's just a lot. That is a lot of power right there. Dan says father-in-law and I were talking about Tundra the other day. He actually got a V6 F-150 naturally aspirated. Went for MPG over longevity. Okay. Don't like the way Toyota is heading with powertrains, just personal preference. Seems to be a lot of people thinking that way nowadays. AJ says, I'm sure Toyota has been planning more fuel-efficient vehicles since Obama tightened emissions rules. It's hard to turn the Titanic. These future models take years to develop. AJ literally nailed it right there. This direction Toyota has taken did happen in the Obama administration when they were saying, I don't remember, AJ, you might know the exact verbiage here, so help me out. It was almost by 2025, you had to hit a certain MPG number. Now, they pretty much changed all their ways with all of their pickups and heavier vehicles during that. And then when the new administration came in and kind of reversed those rules or slowed the process of those rules down a little bit, you're right, AJ. It was already, already in development. It does take years to plan. So at that point, why keep turning the ship around? So AJ absolutely nailed it right there. Thank you very much, AJ. Awesome. DH says, I hope you can keep the 2020 Pro. I'd like to keep the 2020 Pro just for a matter of comparing. You know what I mean? Next gen, new engine, new setup, new everything. 2020, I love my 2020. I'm not bored of the current Tundra. There are things I'd like to see. I'm excited for the new, but I'm not bored of it. Like, I don't dislike it. Still get excited to go drive it every morning to work. Johnny 5 says that 3.1 supercharger is for the Tundra from what I read. Well, that's going to be a little insane. That is going to be insane. I mean, the boys over there at Magnuson are pretty cool dudes. I've dealt with them a long time. They're always looking to add power, man, and that's what it's all about. Have a good time with it. DH says 2025, Obama mandated 54.5 mpg. Hope Trump can reverse. The problem is, though, no matter what, if you look at it on an administration level, the Obama one started it, and then we go to the Trump one. So if he stalls it a little bit, if the next time another administration comes in, they may, push it moving down the road to that other direction again. And that is when you have to look at it as a automotive manufacturer. You kind of got to see what's coming, point your sails at the wind and go. And you can't keep turning back and forth because of changes in laws. And that's why I think it all comes down to monies, dollars, cents. If we're going this direction, why stop and change now? Let's just go. So the Tundra is going to be kind of the poster child for that, if you think about it. I was very sad to hear the Land Cruiser will be leaving North America, losing an icon. I don't know. The thing with the Land Cruiser for me is this. I love the Land Cruiser. I've had a couple press vehicles that were Land Cruisers, amazing vehicles. I don't really care for the direction they went with the Land Cruiser. I like the Land Cruisers of yesteryear, the 90s, when it was more of an off-road vehicle. Now they kind of made it like a grocery getter look. A lot of chrome, $93,000. It was more of a luxury vehicle than what it used to be. I want to see the old Land Cruiser come back. That's just me, though. Got to get some sleep. 10 hours goes by fast. Great talking with y'all. Johnny 5, be safe out there. Continue to drive those 18-wheelers. I'm sure you'll love it. You've been doing it now, what? 6 months now? 8 months? Maybe even longer. But be safe out there, bud. Fox says, I don't get excited driving my TRD Pro anymore. I get flat tires almost every time I take it out, twice a month. Yeah, you got to let me worry. I can't talk. I need home. The caffeine is kicking through me. Johnny, you got to let me know where you go and where these nails happen, so when I come up there, I don't have to deal with it. So please let me know. Dan says later, Johnny 5. By the way, real quick, got to do the Teespring plug. Teespring is where I have all my gear, where I sell all my Tundra Dude stuff. You're probably seeing it below the video right now where you can click on. I finally got these made, boys. TundraDude34. It's the face thing. Protect yourself from COVID with TundraDude34 face mask. I wore that to a diner today, and they're like, what is that? And I was like, that's my YouTube channel. I was like, okay, how many? They didn't care. It was fine. Later, Johnny 5. DH says 2021 F-150 will have cylinder deactivation on their Coyote V8. I sure hope their technology is better than GM. Cylinder deactivation, AFM and DFM is a disaster. I'm not a big fan of that cylinder deactivation. Less is more. It's kind of why I like the 5.7 V8. It was pretty much just a straight up old school V8 engine. Yeah, the gas mileage is terrible. Copy that. But other than that, it's a great engine. Definitely got to get one. Thank you, Dan. I appreciate you. Here's a V8 for you, pal. So yeah, that's what's going on. But hold on. Crack a Bud Light next time instead of a foo-foo thing you got there. Yeah. Peace, brother. Eric, I'd love to crack a Bud Light, but I do this on the work nights. We'll do one of these when it's not a work night, and I will. We'll have a good time with it. Esteban, what's going on? How you doing? Hi, longtime viewer from Mesquite, Nevada. Cool. I'm at the point that if I don't completely love what they do with the remodel, then I'm already sold on buying the GMC Sierra 3.0 diesel AT4. Yeah, I mean, listen. A lot of people are in that mode right now where they're waiting to see what the remodel is going to be, and then they have a couple backups in case they don't like it. I do like the AT4 a lot, though, but I would need the 6.2 liter. I don't really want the diesel, but that's just me. Shannon, what's going on? I'm on my third Tundra and a big Toyota fan. The new engine choices are going to have to be very impressive for me not to consider going to a big 3 diesel since there will be no more V8. Okay, yeah. I mean, that, again, is what a lot of people are saying. They're waiting to see what these numbers are. I'm hearing the numbers are going to be very impressive. The term that keeps getting thrown around, game changer. The next Tundra, the next generation Tundra, model year 2022, next model year, game changer. You don't throw out game changer if it's not going to be a game changer. So if I were you, I'd hang out, wait for February, because that's usually when they do the reveals. What is it? October? 4 months away. Wait 4 months. and let's see what they come out with before we jump the gun. Tom, what's going on, bud? How you doing? Hope everything's well. Nice Tacoma. Dirt Garage says hello and happy Friday, everyone. Dirt, how you doing? You gotta say Dirt. Oh, God. I hate these things. It's like a safe energy drink, but it's an odd taste. I don't know. Might just be me. But yeah, so real quick, just the show of hands. There's 37 of you here right now. There's 38 of you. Hello, 38. Show of hands, emoji hands, thumbs up, whatever you want to do. Are you in the market for the next generation Tundra when it comes out? Go. We got to know this up front. Me, yes, I'm in the market. I don't know what trim yet, but I want the hybrid. Also, tell me that real quick before you answer. Hybrid, if the two engine choices are the hybrid and the twin turbo V6, which one are you going with? Dan's thumbs down. He's not doing it. He's happy with what he's got, and that's just the way it is. Dirt's not doing it. Happy with what they got. There are a lot of people. Keeping what I have, says Bunky. Yes. So we got a lot of the old school Tundra purists. I can't wait to see the 2021 Tundra numbers, the sales numbers, just to see how many 2021 sold here. AJ's not sure. AJ's going to wait and see what the reveal says about the Tundra and go from there. There's nothing wrong with that. I think a lot of us are kind of on that mode right now. I'm going to get it regardless, just because of the channel. You know, I'll put myself out there for you guys. I don't care. I don't mind, whatever. Whether I like it, hate it, or love it, it will be in my driveway the first possible minute. I don't own a Tundra or any full size. That's okay. You're the Dirt Garage. You do what you got to do. Sean's on the fence. Fox is a no. Bob is definitely a thumbs up. All right, Bob. Twin turbo V6 or a hybrid option? Go. Next step. Scott says, not sure. I like the proven reliability. Scott, I will say one thing here. And this is kind of what we've been talking about throughout the last few months, you know, when a lot of the next-gen talk is really kicked up. I feel you on the reliability because of Toyota being the way Toyota is and how long they've taken on this next-generation Tundra. I feel like the reliability will be there. Of course, there's going to be bugs to work out. It's all new. Everything is all new on this Tundra. So there's always going to be a bug or two here or there. But I feel like they took their time and they did it right. That's just me, though. Let's see. Depending on how you like yours, okay. I plan to do many of videos on the one I get. You guys are going to be annoyed at how many videos I do on that thing. Robert says hybrid. Bob says hybrid. Sean says no hybrid. Julio's a thumbs down. Eric is a thumbs down. All right, so we got a lot of people that are not digging it right now that are on this live stream. If you're just signing on because I'm getting a few more people, hello. Good to see you. Are you in the market for the next generation Tundra when it comes out? Bunky says Ford's EcoBoost isn't working out, so I'm worried. I feel like the EcoBoost has definitely leveled a little bit. In the beginning, there were a lot of issues. I feel like there's a lot less issues nowadays. There's always going to be bugs in the beginning of things like this. It's just a matter of how many and how quickly they could get worked out and how good your warranty is. That's one thing I want to see Toyota do. It's one thing. A very good warranty. If you're going to this small displacement forced induction setup, the best thing they can do to make you, the consumer, a believer in the product is a great warranty up front. Just saying. Barbara, what's up? Not sure, don't have a Tundra, but we'll get the 2021 V8 1794 over the 2022. Gotta love the 1794. It's the one that always gets away from me. Kevin says, hi Kevin, impossible for hybrid to be reliable. There's a shelf life on lithium batteries, no way around that. That's very true. Tom says, I wanted the Tundra, but nobody had one anywhere, and my lease ran out, so I bought a Tacoma. I'm good, thanks bud, long time. Absolutely long time. Dude, nothing wrong with the Tacoma. My father just bought a Tacoma. My father absolutely loves his Tacoma TRD off-road. It might be his favorite vehicle in the last few. With the Tundra for him, because of his traveling, what he was doing, the gas mileage was really affecting him. The Tacoma is a lot better for his needs nowadays, so he's very happy with it. He still has the capability of a pickup. The dude's a big fisherman. You know, he takes it on the beach and does what he's got to do with it. If you guys ever want to see a video of him taking it out on the beach and going fishing, I can make that happen, so let me know. But he is a big fan. Nothing wrong with the Tacoma at all. Captain says, only 6-cylinder interested in would be a straight 6 diesel. Rock and roll. Robert says, I think Toyota does 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty on hybrids. That would be cool. They got to sell that, though. It's all about selling that. And what I mean by that is when you go up on stage and you're talking all these new engines and everything like that, you got to bring that up like 4 or 5 times. Be redundant with it. But he says, if anyone is going to make a reliable hybrid, it's Toyota. Toyota's been making hybrids pretty much longer than everybody in the Priuses and everything. This is right in their wheelhouse. It's just a matter of making one that can handle the stresses of a half-ton pickup versus a little Prius. I'm curious who's supplying the turbos for Toyota for the V6. That's a good question. You know, if I ask the question, I won't get the answer, so I'll just wait and see what they say. Scott Smith says 2 Ford F-150s with the 2.0-liter EcoBoost. No issues with the engine, with the engine, but the Tundra is next. My brother had that 2.7-liter EcoBoost F-150. I was very surprised about how well that engine moved his truck. It moved it. It was quiet. It was a weird-sounding kind of engine just because of what it was, but it really did move the big F-150 just fine. You know, like a turbo would, right off the line. There was no lag or anything like that. It just pushed it along really well. Very comfortable bolstering in the seats in the F-150. That's always been my number one. Tom says, I agree. Kevin says, tacos are amazing if you don't need a full-size. Exactly. There's a lot of people out there who don't want a full-size truck, but they want the capability of some form of a pickup. You know, weekend warriors, whether you're off-roading, like I said, fishing, camping, that kind of stuff, going to Lowe's to pick up mulch, tools, that kind of thing. Taco's perfect. Can he still pull the boat? Yes, he can. Would love to see it on the beach. I'll make it happen. He can still pull his boat. He actually just bought a new boat, but yeah, he can get it done. He made sure of that before he bought the Tacoma. Michael's thumbs down. He's not doing next gen. Funky says, my Ford Eco had moisture problems with the turbos. I hope none of that happens. Would love to see a beach video of the Taco. What MPG did Dad say he's getting? Let me check on that, DH. I'm not sure. Let me see what he's getting. I'll get back to you next time, next live stream. AJ said, thought about a Tacoma, but the Tundra is just so roomy and comfortable on the road. And the other thing, AJ, is the price is very close now. You're within like $3-4 grand of each other. You know, Tacoma, one thing I love about the Tacoma is the way they package them. You really do get a lot for your money as far as, you know, interior tech and stuff like that. You know, you got the outlet in the bed. They have a couple smart things, a little storage in the bed, storage behind the seats in the back seat. You get a lot with your Tacoma, but the pricing on the mid-size trucks all throughout all automotive manufacturers skyrocketed. They're not stupid. They know people are buying them. They're putting heavy price tags on them. So at that point, do you just go Tundra? I guess it all depends on your wants and your needs. Eric says, so I'm relying on you to give me your first impression on the upcoming turbo. I love the V8, but times are changing. That's the way it is. Sucks, but that's it. Listen. No matter what, whether I like it or dislike it, you're going to hear exactly how I feel about it. When I look at the way I do press vehicles, when they give me Toyota vehicles to test, the first time I'm in the vehicle, the camera's on me. I don't go out and check it out unless the camera's with me. I don't take a ride with it before I get on camera, nothing. So when you're looking at those first impression videos, you're looking at exactly what I think every single time. If I hate it, I'm going to tell you I hate it. If I love it, I'm going to tell you I love it. I'm going to tell you the impression when I first drive it. I'm going to tell you the impression a week. I'm going to tell you so many different impressions throughout the ownership process. You're going to get annoyed with me. And my goal is being real deal on this. Whatever I get here, I'm going to want to keep an extremely long time. Now, I've moved this channel along to be more of an information on the Tundra than what's in my driveway. So that will help this process along. And what I mean by that is I want to keep whatever next generation I get. It's the first year, so there may be a lot of bugs. It's the first brand new, all new Tundra, new engine, new everything. I want to keep it for a long time, you know, 5-6 years, and really put mileage on it and use it all the time and take random road trips and get the mileage up on it so we can start seeing all the issues and problems if it has any. Knock on wood, it doesn't. But that's my plan, so just so you know. That's what I love, the realness. So that's what I plan to do. The next one will not be, hey, let's get in this one and then a year later get out of it. None of that. I want to get it. I want to ride it all over the place. You know, just to see how long these trucks can go without an issue. And like I said, we've moved the channel along to where it's not like, hey, here's me putting in a blinker. Okay. And tomorrow, here's the 2 things I hate about the new blinker. I moved to what it is today, to where we're talking about rumors, news, reviews, straight up. I like it the way it is now a lot more. Eric says, tell that to Ram, bro. I love how they basically give middle fingers to politics. Well, Ram is FCA. I give a lot of credit to FCA, all right? You know, they always say the Ram is the least reliable of the half-ton pickup trucks, but they're all reliable nowadays. They're not awful. Gotta love how FCA isn't afraid to try things, and I'm definitely a big fan of that. Even with, when I say FCA, obviously all the Dodge products, but look at the Demon, all right? Look at the Hellcat. Look at what they're doing. Finally came out with the Jeep pickup. And now there's conversion kits for the Jeep pickup to where you could put in like a V8 supercharged engine. They're not afraid to try things. TRX. They're not afraid to try things. Chris, what's up, man? Are they going to have the Tundra TRD Pro version of the new Tundra? Listen, they're definitely going to have that. Do I know if it will come out for model year 2022? I'm not sure. I think if Toyota is smart, and this is up to them, obviously, it's their product, it's their baby. What I would do is I would launch the next generation Tundra 2022. I would save the Pro for 2023, so then you can make the newness and the wow factor longer. But that's just me. Eric says, those Rams are nice. I know, I just bought one. Dude, keep me updated on your Ram, the goods and the bads. Bam, what's going on? Sorry, just logged on in case you discussed already. Do you know if if we'll be able to purchase the bed storage boxes for the Trail Edition? Nothing yet. They're not going to sell them. If I'm sure they could be added to your Tundra, but they're not going to sell them this model year, I wouldn't think. They want to push those Trail Editions out, so might delay it a year. Tushar, what's going on? Hey, Mark, do you think most used truck prices right now are worth it, or wait a few months for them to go down? Thanks. They are a little high out there, at least in my area. Every area is a little bit different. My dealerships around me, they're insanely high. So it's definitely a seller's market. You might be able to get a better deal on a new vehicle now. So it's up to you. I would just keep an eye on the market, constantly check to see if the prices fluctuate. Ooh, ow, that hurt. Or you could go in and give it a try and see if they'll work a deal with you. Used cars are harder to work a massive deal on because it really depends on, you know, the profit margin and how much they have vested into the vehicle. AJ says, I know it seems like everyone thinks the V8 motor is gone forever, but look at the straight six. They are coming back after a few years of V6 dominating. Mercedes, others, has the BMW i6. Hey, listen, I never say never. I never say never, and it's always fun to talk about the what ifs and the what may come and what we expect. But at the end of the day, and this is a thing I say all the time, until it rolls out on that stage and Mike Swears or Ed or whoever is going to do the presentation on the next generation Tundra starts the presentation with a massive slide behind them telling you everything, it's all rumors until that comes out. So we have an idea, we have a general direction of where they're going, but I'm still excited to actually see what rolls across that stage. Couldn't be more excited, and we're only 4 months or so away from that, and that's just going to be exciting, you know? There's probably going to be some things we don't know, which is cool. Little things here and there. They know the market. They watch the market. They're going to want to put themselves in a position. I don't think it's going to be, and this is me talking now, I don't think it's going to be something along the lines of, hey, we caught up to everyone else. The term, again, game changer. Game changer. There's going to be something special about this truck, I have a feeling. So we shall see. What about the 1794 that you love so much? I'm thinking about going for it. Sell it to me. Love the 1794. One of the rumors is there won't be a 1794 after this model year, so we shall see. But that is a total rumor. Always wanted the 1794. Don't know what I'll do. Don't know what I'll do. Chris says, it will be interesting to see what they do with the external transcooler. Lots of people not happy. They left it off 2019 plus Tundras. That is true. It is gone. And what was said is, I think I say this every video now. I should probably just have the write-up right here so I can remember the exact verbiage of it. But they have a range they want to keep a temperature in. And when they go and test it, they push it to the max. And if they could keep it in that range, they said that the transcooler was no longer necessary. So that's where they're at with that. The smaller engines are I think you're trying to say the smaller engines will make the power of the V8 of the past crazy. Oh, okay. So what you're basically saying there is the engines today, the smaller displacement ones, can make what a V8 could make back in the day. Yes, very true. Yeah, just a lot of good tuning, throttle mapping. There's a lot of things you could do nowadays to get a lot out of something so small. Like we were just talking about, the 2.7 liter EcoBoost can move a truck no problem. Bunky, do it, man. Awesome bulletproof trucks. Gotta love it. Gotta take off. Have a great night, Mark and everyone. Sean, be safe, be good, brother. I type goodly, yeah. I try to decipher. It's funny because a lot of times I'll tell, and you guys could probably see this in some of the videos, when I do the fan features and you guys send me your information on your truck and I try to make a video on it, sometimes you don't proofread, and when I'm reading through, I have to mark where there's issues and kind of just talk through it instead of just following along the lines of the words. So if you send me any fan features, if you haven't done it, just make sure you take your time and spell everything right, and use the proper grammar and everything and punctuation. It does help a lot when I'm trying to read through and make the video. So I appreciate that in advance. You'd make me very happy with that, because sometimes people send boom and I have to go and pretty much rewrite it almost. There's been a few times here and there I've had to write the owner back and be like, yo, you got to write that again, bud. Like, I'm not even sure what you're trying to say here. Do a great job reading through. It's not easy. It's not easy sometimes. You sound like my old English teacher, says Michael. Hey, listen, guys. I want to feature you in your truck. I just want to make sure we do it so everybody has a nice, easy time with it. I think you should have a door prize for the live streams. Maybe give away one of the new chin diapers. That is a South Park line right there. Yeah, we could do that. We could totally do that. Next live stream, I'll set something up. Good idea. I'd like to do more giveaways and stuff like that. I got to get back on the train with that. All the half-ton trucks are reliable until 100,000 miles. Yeah. Another thing people don't ever talk about these days is if you're someone who's going to keep your vehicle for 3 years, 36,000 miles, 40,000 miles, reliability probably isn't the number one thing on your mind. So you got to keep that in your mind as well. True, but obviously a smaller engine has to work harder than a V8, to produce as much horsepower and torque. You don't see NASCAR using V6. Eventually NASCAR is going to be using something stupid like that. I really hope they don't, though. They're kind of... I miss the old school NASCAR engine, that classic V8. Classic V8. They're just moving away from that so much with fuel injection and everything now. It's hurting me. It's hurting me. Less horsepower. They're like 500 horsepower engines now. Stop. Eric, I have a 2015 Crew Max and love it, but I don't know if I should let it go. I only have 82,000 on her. Oh, the question. I'm real good a spelling. Good man. Yep. Trust me, it's a lot of fun. Eric says, that's why I got a Ram, very comfortable ride, and plan to get rid of it before 100,000 miles. We'll tell you this. My father had I think it was a 2015 Ram 1500 Bighorn. Very comfortable ride. Great on the highway. AJ said, NASCAR has killed the racing with the low downforce package. I absolutely hate the racing now. Agree. You know what I'm happy with NASCAR, though, is they're starting to bring back the high horsepower, like 800 horsepower engines at some tracks. I think we're eventually going back to that way. So I don't know. Jamal, what's going on, bud? I'm in the market for a new or certified pre-owned Tundra. Is it a bad time to buy a Tundra? It is not a bad time to buy a Tundra. I do suggest, though, you go and look at the new ones and the used ones, especially the new ones. And the reason I focus on that, there's good APR right now on that, and the used market is very high priced right now. So you might be able to save more money going for a new one. So I would check out everything. I don't know what area you're in of the country. A lot of dealerships are low on 2020s and 2021 Tundras, but don't be afraid. Use the internet, search around. You're going to find some Tundras in your area. You don't have to buy from down the street anymore. That is one thing I like to push to people. Remember, we have the power of these phones, which pretty much have taken over this country and this world, right? But the good thing about these phones is you can buy a vehicle across the country and save yourself money and have it shipped to you. So research, take your time, do it right. But my suggestion to you is check out new along with the used, just because there's great APRs and those used market values right now are insane. You don't want to have buyer's remorse, which was pretty much the theme of yesterday's video and a little bit of earlier in this live stream. Let me know what you end up with, Jamal. Make sure you email me, TundraDude34@gmail.com. I really want to know what you end up doing, and if you have any other questions. Real quick, while you're here, what trim level are you looking at? Bunky, 82,000 is just broken in. Go for a mill, says Eric. Cod, what's going on? After owning a Ford F-150 3.5 EcoBoost, I won't be buying another V6 with turbos. If there's not a V8 in the new Tundra, I will be getting a V8 Ford. Now, somebody was saying yesterday, a few people were saying yesterday, that the Coyote 5-liter V8 engine is extremely unreliable with Ford. Is that the case these days? SR5? SR5 is perfect, my friend. Absolutely. How many SR5s have I owned? 1, 2, 3. 3 SR5s. Yeah. Agree. Bunky says agree. Eric, Bob says platinum. I liked my platinum. I actually, this is going to blow your mind. I actually like my current Tundra TRD Pro more than my platinum. Is that weird? You know, and I don't mean all the add-ons I did. I just mean overall. I really like the current generation of the TRD Pro as far as what's offered on it. Going from a platinum to a TRD Pro, I don't feel like I took a huge step down. I thought I would. Jamal says, I'm still not sure if I want a 4x4. I'm in Arizona and like to do outdoor activities. I never had to use 4x4 before. Well, I mean, the two-wheel drive is going to save you a little bit of money. But if it's within your range, why? I always say, why not have the 4x4? Especially if you're in Arizona and if you go out in the desert or eventually go desert running and stuff, you know, you might want that 4x4. But you know, if you're going to save a lot of money on a two-wheel drive, that might be the answer. It's all about, you know, your wants and needs, what you're going to use the truck for. Eric says, is it unreliable? They changed the engine in 2017. Oh, it is unreliable. They changed. Okay, I got you. Okay, good. Now that the Pro has heated seats. Oh, dude, heated seats. I use heated seats all year round. It helps my lower back. Being real. I think the newer Coyotes have problems. I have a 2012 with 260,000 miles and 0 problems. There you go. Yep. It's funny because, now let me ask you this for you Ford owners or people who just walk lots like I do. How many 5-liter V8s versus EcoBoost do you see on your local Ford lots? Excuse me. If I was buying a naturally aspirated V8 today, I would buy the 6.2-liter Trail Boss. Why not? I remember the first year they came out with the Trail Boss and they only came out with it with the 5.3 V8. And I was like, that is just a bad move because they came out with the AT4, the GMC, with the 6.2. So I saw what they were doing with that, but everyone seems to be underwhelmed with the 5.3. So when they finally, the next year came out, they learned quick. They came out with the 6.2 available in the Trail Boss. That was a smart move, in my opinion. But yeah, everyone seems to have a lot of good things to say about that 6.2 liter from Chevy and GMC. It's been around a long time. You guys want to talk about the 5.7 being around a long time. That 6.2's been around quite a bit of time. I believe it's been retuned a few times, though. Check the junkyards if you want to use EcoBoost. Problem with the 6.2 is 93 is required. Yes, I've heard that. I've heard that. Wonder why. Is what it is, I guess. But, yeah, it's one of those things, man. I've driven one 6.2. A buddy of mine has a 6.2. Pretty powerful engine. I was very impressed. And DMF. I hate the way this chair is. I'm sitting on a weird chair right now. My old chair broke. That's why, you know, you guys ask this question a lot. Why don't we do this in the office anymore? The office is here. I'm sitting at a different angle in the office. There's Carl. There's the wall behind Carl. There's where I usually sit over there. You don't want to see the desk. There's too much going on down there right now. But the chair broke, so I've kind of been doing it at this angle. But what I want to do, just so you know, for future live streams, I want to do something like that. I got to figure out a way to get this thing to sit better. Dynamic fuel management. Okay, copy that. Ooh. KBG, what's going on? It has been a while. Welcome aboard. You've come through at the end of the live stream, but you're here, and that's commendable. Gotta love it. Yes. So one more. I want to do a couple pitches to you guys at the end of this thing because we got another 6 minutes or so. So make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. You know the game. Thank you for being here. Have a great weekend, Mark. Gotta go. Eric, be safe. Don't forget to check out the Teespring down below. You should see a couple of the options of the TundraDude34 gear. If you're into that kind of thing, if you want to spend the money, we now have these. Finally came in the mail to me the other day. The TundraDude34 COVID savers, baby. So they're there now. We got shirt hats. I put a bunch of new stuff up there the other day, so go check that out. If you're into the Toyota gear that I wear, oh, this is a Sparks Park shirt. If you're into the Toyota gear I wear, TRD, all that stuff, make sure you check out Toyota Outfitters. Promo code, all caps, TundraDude, saves you 25% site-wide. That is big savings for the Toyota clothes. You guys always ask where I get the hats and shirts and all that, so Toyota Outfitters, capital, TundraDude, saves you 25%. And as always, sparksparts.com. TundraDude34 promo code saves you 5%. All your parts, anything you need for your Toyota, that's the place to go. Okay, there we go. The compression of the 6.2 is 11.5, says Dan. DH says, Mark, really like my Toyota Outfitters ball cap. Thank you for the discount. No problemo. Just want you guys to get the good stuff, man. Tukes, what's going on? Happy Friday to you as well. Jamal says, are there any specific states to look for Tundras? I don't know. Just California is always the high-priced ones. You're in Arizona. Your prices might be pretty good there. Out in the Midwest, what I would do is just go on like an auto trader and just do a general search and kind of check the prices that way. You never know what areas of the country or what individual dealerships are in need of making sales, and that's where you're going to find the deals. It's not necessarily going to be a state-by-state thing. Just go auto trader, and when I ask you how many miles away from your house, just put unlimited or whatever the option is, and just see all over the country. See if you can find some good deals, lay some groundwork for yourself, put out a couple emails, and just see what they come back with. Mark, can you get a box of Toyota Texas hats from Swears? I'll buy one. I could try. I could definitely try. Eric with the thumbs up on that. Jamal, Texas is best state to buy full-size pickup. That is true. Texas has hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of Tundras. For instance, Jamal, I will tell you this quick story. My lot up the street finally just got its first 2021 Tundra. In Texas, I'm going to use Fred Haas in Houston. Fred Haas Toyota World, I think it's called, has almost 300 Tundras on the lot. So they always get the best ones first. Which website would you suggest? How do you go about price haggling online? I mean, the way it is you're going to see what they're offering online, and then you're going to end up talking to one of the online associates, the consultants, and they're going to put you in contact with a salesman, and then it's probably going to end up being a phone call. Just what I would do if I were you is go in with a price that you want to pay. Say, I want to pay this, is this possible, and get it done that way. That way you're not going back and forth left and right. Just do your research and know what you want to pay up front, and go from there. If it's something, another theme of yesterday and earlier today, if it is a price you don't want to pay and it's too high, don't just say yes for the sake of saying yes. There's other dealerships out there. So work hard, get what you want. Someone's going to work with you and get you what you need. I'd be in on the Toyota Texas hats. Yeah, people love these hats, man. This is actually from TMMTX. I had a shirt, but I haven't seen it in ages. Okay, am I the only one? This is an off-subject question. You do your laundry. You take your laundry and you put it into the fresh laundry basket, and then you take clothes right out of the laundry basket, and then you keep washing those clothes, and you never even make it to your drawers. Am I the only one that does that? Because I'm telling you, I just keep recycling the same clothes all the time. AJ says, I think the high volume dealers are the way to go. Yep, they sell many, so they don't try to gouge you. That's very true. And the high volume dealers can always make that better deal. Remember that. They sell so many that they have a little more lenience to do what they got to do because they know they're going to hit their numbers anyway. I actually had to do that back in 2009. I went to a very high volume dealer, one of the best Tundra dealers in this area, to get what I want. I do too, makes the wifey mad. Oh yeah, wifey's always like, when are you going to put your clothes away? That's par for the course, man. That's called marriage right there. All right, switching to boring water. Buddy says, what's a dresser? Exactly. Same here, laundry basket. Yep. Eric says, does price really matter? As long as you're not paying above MSRP and get the truck you want. If you're buying a regular Tundra, or a regular any vehicle, it's not just Tundra, you can always get a deal under MSRP, especially with the incentives that are available out there. Doesn't matter what given month it is. I mean, there's better months to buy. You're coming to the end of the year, Jamal, if you're still there. You're coming to the end of the year, so now is definitely, you're getting to that point of the time to buy. Dealers are a lot more in need of making some sales when it comes to December, so just keep that in mind going into it. But you know, you could always get a few thousand off MSRP at least, and that doesn't even take too much work. If you're buying something like a TRD Pro or a special edition vehicle, that's a different story. But I mean, if you're buying a straight up regular trim, shouldn't be a problem. Tukes says, I'm horrible at laundry. Thank God my wife doesn't mind doing it. At least I think she doesn't. Oh, yeah, I actually have to do laundry tonight before I go to work. So thank you for reminding me. All right, so I'm going to call it a live stream, ladies and gentlemen. It was good. I had a good time. It's good to just come on and talk about trucks. Always fun. So on your way out, here's a few things. Make sure you hit that like button. Help out the live stream, and thank you for being here as always. If you're new to the channel, welcome aboard. If you've been here before, welcome back. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, share, notification bell so you know every time I put up a video or a live stream. And I appreciate you guys contributing and being part of and patronizing this here channel. You know I love you. But until next time, have a good one. Thanks for being here. Thanks for doing it. Time to eat dinner and do laundry, because Tukes just reminded me. So have a good one. Be safe. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you know what to do. You can comment below the video, or you can email me, TundraDude34@gmail.com. I'm all over the Twitters, the Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. Find me there too. I'll see you guys later.